Right, good evening everyone. Firstly I would like to thank you all for joining us on Gary and Emma's special day. And to the ones who sadly are not here with us, which are Carol and Alfie, which was Gary's mum and dad. But I will say that Gary, they would be very proud of you. I mean, personally. That's not. Obviously, I'd like to introduce myself, as some of you may not know me, but I'm Mark.
Hi Mark!
Hi everyone. I'm Gary's nephew, and literally I've grown up with Gary from a very young age, so he's been more like a brother to me. Now I've got my 5 minutes of fame, and obviously I've got to embarrass him as much as I can. I'm sure you'd all like to know a few bits about him, wouldn't you? Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, Gav.
I don't know.
Sorry. Right, anyways, Gary's always been there for us when I was growing up. He was like that older brother figure around the house, always showing his dominance. Right, you know where I'm going with this, don't you?
Oh, no.
I mean, me and my sister, we were only about 3 years old, and he used to give us a thing called the death grip, which was this. You know? He used to pin us to the floor.
Star Trek.
Yeah, and you know, he used to pin us to the floor, which, you know, at the age of 3, I don't think that's normal. He's good. But to be fair though, he did show his nice side. He used to take us to the park like every other day, you know, just to spin us on a roundabout like 100 miles an hour until we
Let's be honest,
until me and my sister fell off, having a bruises.
Mum used to say,
Yeah.
right, you take him to the park.
But obviously having him around, that's what has made us close. But my family aren't the ones to take life too seriously. So I think it's safe to say that Gary's had his, fair share of practical jokes. I mean, do you want to hear a couple? Yeah? Well, obviously when Gary went to bed, right, me and my mum and my dad, they tied a huge spider to like the ceiling on a fish. Oh, yeah, hang on, babe, sorry, hang on. I've got Gary a little gift. I was going to give it to him this morning. You know, the first thing.
Open up, Gary.
Open up.
Really?
Well, anyways, I'll carry on. So anyways, my mum and dad, they tied a huge spider to the ceiling. And basically, little did Gary know that he was waiting for us to, basically waiting for him to fall asleep. Just so we could drop the spider on his... And that's why she asked me to get his hand.
Did she scream? Did you?
He was running towards me.
That's why you shouldn't ask me. But anyways, yeah, we were literally, that was his reaction. Once we landed the spider on his head, you know, he literally jumped out of his skin. Well, the sight wasn't much better because he didn't wear nothing to bed. And he kicked his duvet off and everything, so, you know, you can imagine. But anyways, the second prank was when Gary, right, he used to wet his hair. And he tried to look like his idol. What's his name?
Peter Andre.
I mean proper, like, he used to slick his hair right back, you know, like, yeah, and wear the leather coat and everything. So anyways, my mum thought it would be funny just to put some red colouring in his water bottle, so when he sprayed his hair. Well, anyways, he sprayed his hair this morning, his head was just dripping with red. Noting, he's panicking, thinking his head was bleeding. Well, until he saw me, mother and my sister just sat in the kitchen laughing at him. Which one very nice, wasn't it?
No, Mark, it was it?
And to be fair, guy, I wasn't going to mention this one.
What you worried?
You worried?
You're not.
You worried?
I swear. I know exactly what you're thinking.
What were you thinking?
I know what you're thinking.
You're not thinking about the van, are you?
I am.
You're thinking about the van, aren't you? But no, it isn't about the van, so you can ask him about that one later.
Don't ask me.
Right. Anyway, me, my mum and my sister, we went to Turkey and we took Gary with us. And basically, we had a day by the pool, you know, just lazing around. Anyways, later that evening, we decided to obviously go into town and Gary was saying he wanted to get a new pair of jeans. Which was fine, until we found some. Anyway, these jeans he tried on, it had zips going across the thighs, up the top of his thighs. Fine.
Probably stylish, isn't it?
Yeah, no, they look stylish for, well, I won't go there. Anyways, this Turkish owner of the shop, he decided to show us how these trousers worked, okay? Anyways, undoes these zips, right, and he's putting his hand down Gary's trousers, okay? Not realising there was no pockets, it was just a hole. Well, obviously, we got Gary shouting, telling this matey to stop and cut it out, right, because he ain't got no pants on. But, you know, that's what my family's like, you know, we're not, you know. Yeah, literally, he had his hands full on down there, you know, and he was showing and Gary's telling me, yeah, to cut it out. But all joking aside, though, I couldn't ask for a better present out of my bag. And Gary would do literally anything for anyone. He is really a true gentleman. But I'm sure you all agree with me on how beautiful Emma looks. Yeah, no? Well, but when Gary told us that he asked Emma to marry him, we were literally all over the moon, and we couldn't have asked for a perfect person to have joined our family, and I really do appreciate that. Okay? But I do wish you the best of luck. Because, you know, my family, you know, we are pretty much a joke aside, you know, and everything else. But, so honestly, I would personally like to congratulate you both on your special day, and I wish you a lot of happy memories for your future, alright? So if I can ask anyone, just to raise your glass, right? Raise your glasses, right? It's to Gary and Emma. And now, literally, let's give them the best party, okay?
Party
Let's
on.
make this a smashing party, and then no glasses smashing, but literally, let's have a good one. Alright? Peace out.